Guys, I just wanted to make a quick video and talk a little bit about the requirements for literature circles. I've gotten lots of emails with people confused about it, so I thought it might be beneficial just to make a quick, like 5-minute video with everything you need to know about literature circles. So, a quick video, still lots of information you'll need to look at on your own, but maybe this can answer a lot of questions and point you in the right direction. So, when you're looking at the modules page on Canvas, look at this link right here where it says Literature Circles Information. This is where you need to start. So you can see it's a lot of information, and it starts with basically what are literature circles. So a quick rundown, literature circles are what you think about for like a book club. You meet, you discuss the book that everybody is reading in your literature circle, and you bring a role to the table. So you bring something that you have completed to your book club. Um, Literature circles are student ran. They are there's one student, the discussion director, is kind of in charge of running your literature circles, but everybody brings information to the literature circle. So be sure you look at the information about what literature circles are, why they're good in the classroom. And there's several videos. Make sure you watch the videos. They're not long, but it just gives you a quick view of how they look being done in the classroom. So look at that, watch the videos, and then also look at literature circle, the roles for the classroom. So you need to look through here. There's several different roles that you can complete. Everybody needs to have a different role, so you don't need two discussion directors in one group. I think there are a total of 6 different roles, and the groups right now only have 4. So you'll need a discussion director for sure. I would maybe wait on the illustrator. For sure, a vocabulary person, a summarizer would be great. A connector is really good. So you need to look through these and decide which ones that you would be interested in completing. So literature circles start next week in week 5, and you will meet twice in week 5, and you need to complete a role for each one of those meetings. I would do the same role for both meetings. So in week 5, you might be the discussion director for both meetings, and then in week 6, you have 2 meetings, and then you might want to switch and be the connector for week 6. I wouldn't switch roles for all 4 meetings. That would be a lot. I would keep the same role for 2 meetings in 5 and then do a different role for the 2 meetings in week 6. So go ahead and look through these different roles that you can do before you start talking with your group members. What needs to be done this week for literature circles is your reading plan. And this is basically where you map out. This is the link for your reading plan, which is right here. This is where you're making a plan for your literature circle. So it's not really any work at this for this part. Your group just needs to decide on, okay, well, I'm going to do this role and then you do this role. Go ahead and put all of that in writing for me, and go ahead and set your dates when you're going to meet. So you need 2 times in week 5 and then 2 times in week 6. Also, go ahead and decide on how many pages you're going to read. So here again, 4 meetings, so you need to divide your book into 4 chunks. And you'll read the first section and complete that role before you meet with your group and discuss it. The group part of this is where you bring your completed roles. The discussion director starts the meeting, they give their information, and then everybody talks and discusses their role. If you're the connector, you're going to talk about the specific passage in the text that you read and that you connected to. If you're the summarizer, you're going to read your summary. But you have to have it all done when you get to your meeting. This just gives you more of the information that you need to think about as you're getting prepared to go to your literature circles. You're going to talk about the book. You're going to talk about your different roles that went into, went into preparing for that particular literature circle. And then once you have completed everything that goes along with it, all four roles, all four literature circle meetings, you're going to submit a portfolio. Let's look at that really quickly. And everyone is going to submit this individually. You can go ahead and let me know when you submit who is in your group, but everybody submits their own information. And it's laid out exactly what needs to be included, how much each section is worth for points, a little background information on your book. Everyone is reading the same book, Orphan Train. Summary of the book. Um, Step 4 would be extension activities. So after you're done reading the book, what else could your students what other activities could your students complete? Look at number 6. Well, number 5 is identify your role and how you prepared for it. But make sure you look at number 6. Attach your role and what you prepared for each of those 4 meetings. That's 80 points. So you're getting 20 points for each of the roles that you prepared and participated in literature circles. Your personal reflection and a group reflection. So it's really making a plan this week, and then you'll just make sure that you have time to meet with your group because it is 80 points of your overall grade. Make sure you have time to meet with your group. Make sure you do your part. And just let me know if you have any questions.